Welcome everyone to the next part of Monster Jam Slam Series number 9, Season 12. If you're just now joining us, did last chance qualifying, Bog Hog took down Outlaw and earned his spot in the main field. So, with that being said, let's get started with round 1 of the main field racing, with Excalibur in the pink lane, driven by Monster Jam Collector Racing, taking on me and Lucas Stabilizer in the blue lane. And they're off. What a start. And it's going to be Lucas Stabilizer taking down Excalibur. Alright, next up in round 1 racing. Racing out of the pink lane is Kenny ED, MJ Fan 12203, and Hurricane Force taking on Pinchy 08 and Grave Digger Reckless. That's the bat. Oh, no, hey, that's not Chevy. I was going to say Battle of the Bow Tie. We got Hurricane Force as a Ford. Sorry, my bad. Ford versus Chevrolet. That's better. Let's go green. And getting the win is going to be Hurricane Force. Alright, next up is a Hot Wheels Monster Trucks matchup. Town Hauler in the pink lane being driven by... It's going to be... It's Can James TV and Town Hauler. The first fine 8 of this year. Taking on Aiden's trucks in Snakebite in the blue lane. Aiden's Monster Truck, sorry. Now, Hauler versus Snake. Let's go. And they both come tumbling down. And your winner is going to be Snakebite. Alright, next up in round 1 of racing. Racing out of the pink lane. It is Monster Jam Fox 68 in Sparkle Smash. And in the blue lane. You've seen this truck before, but the person behind the wheel is new to this channel. It's Carol Crane and the Bounty Hunter. I wanted to include Bounty Hunter in honor of the 30th anniversary Bounty Hunter that debuted this last weekend. Well, let's see what Bounty Hunter can do against the Unicorn, or in this case, a sparkly pickup. And it's going to be Bounty Hunter. Advancing to round 2, taking down Sparkle Smash. Alright, next up in round 1 of racing. Racing out of the pink lane is Monster Jam Top Dog and Megalodon. And in the blue lane, it's Eric Crawford and Avenger. This Avenger's already won a Slam Series once, looking to win another one. But he's got to get through Megalodon in order to achieve that. And the rest of the lineup. And it's going to be Avenger doing the same move that King Sling made in the previous video, but got a little bit further. So Avenger will advance to round 2. Alright, next up in round 1 of racing, another truck that was added to the lineup. It's Rockstar in the pink lane, driven by El Toro Loco 88, taking on Monster Jam Collector 2008 in Jester in the blue lane. It's Washington State versus Florida. From one corner of the U.S. to the other. Let's go racing. And coming out on top, it's going to be Rockstar. The Rockstar takes down the Clown. And if you hear anything in the background, that's just the rain. I have no control over that. It's coming down hard right now. But fortunately, I am protected. Anyways, in the pink lane, it is... long list here. Eli Curie 21 in Emoji Strong. Truck that I haven't run in a while. Taking on the man who started it all. The man, the myth, the legend. It Phenomenal 5155 in Dragon. Down they go. And emotional damage. Emoji Strong. Moving on to round 2. Yeah, that rain's coming down hard right now. And next up in racing, in the pink lane, it's Zombie, driven by the Diecast Mayhem, taking on an Aftershock in the blue lane, driven by Penguin Plush 1, who I believe has been in this science series before. It's been a while, and and Penguin, if you have been in this in the past, then welcome back, and good luck to you in this race against Zombie. And my wish of good luck was not enough for them. Zombie will advance to round 2. Alright, next up in racing, these two trucks usually battle it out together on Monster Truck Throwdown. But this ain't Monster Truck Throwdown. Racing out of the pink lane, it is Antonio Rodriguez III in Overboard, taking on Hobby Buddy 99 in Crush Station, the Monster Lobster. The Chevy taking on the Lobster, here we go. And a lobster roll, Crush Station, moving on to round 2. Alright, you've seen these two trucks battle it out on the Monster Truck Insanity Tour. We got Bigfoot in the pink lane, driven by Caden Wilson, 8190, taking on Dallas Bishop, 15W, in the blue lane, in Captain USA. Ford versus Chevrolet. They're both blue, though. That's the only thing they got in common. And down they go. And it's going to be Captain USA. And next up in racing out of the pink lane, it is Monster Jam Fan 2 in Black Pearl, taking on Martin 99 X51 in the Coltrane Energy Loco Punk. Not an actual sponsor, I just thought it'd be cool to put that on there. This is another truck that was randomly added. Let's see what he can do against the Pearl. Down they go. And Loco Punk going around the cans and going all the way to the end zone. Touchdown for Loco Punk. And we will move on to round 2. Jeez, that rain's coming down hard. Again, apologies for the background noise, but it could be worse. Alright, time to turn up the heat in here. We got Hot Wheels in the pink lane, driven by BMG BMTV. Taking on Inferno in the blue lane, driven by Roanoke Spotting. It's another Hot Wheels Monster Jam matchup. Somebody's going to make it into round 2. And here they go. They both do the same move, and your winner's going to be Hot Wheels. Alright, moving on in round 1 racing. We got Mark the Bolt, Old Zootopia Fan, and Gravedigger in the pink lane, taking on Introvert Drew and Lumberjack in the blue lane. A man who's really made a name for himself here on this channel, along with Metal Health Racing, who we will see later on. Anyways, Digger versus Jack. Down they go, and it's going to be Gravedigger with a wheelie over the cans, and over on the side he goes, but gets the win anyways. And next up in round 1 racing, in the pink lane, it's the Amazing Spider-Man, driven by a double bacon chaseburger. I thought it was Cody Armstrong, but no, that's... Yeah, Cody Armstrong is Spider-Man, taking on Woody and Bog Hog, your last chance qualifying champion. I hope you can still hear me over the rain. Down they go. And Spider-Man with a front flip, just like the actual Spider-Man. And he gets the win, and oh my gosh. I really hope I don't have to take shelter. I should be fine. I haven't gotten an alert yet, and I'm recording on my phone, so I would know. Nope. Alright, next up in round 1 of racing, in the pink lane, another truck that was added to the lineup is Luak Stabilizer in Alien Invasion. That's how it was spelled. And in the blue lane, it's Metal Health Racing in Gravedigger the Legend. And down they go. Gravedigger the Legend and was losing control, and something happened to Alien Invasion, so the race was cut short. But Gravedigger the Legend will advance to round 2. Alright, we're just about done with round 1 racing here. The rain is coming down hard, but I should be okay. We've gotten 2 tornado warnings this year. Anyways, racing out of the pink lane, it is Aiden Richards and Max D taking on Spin Master Monster Jam and Rage in the blue lane. We haven't seen Rage for a while. Let's see what he's got here. And he rages on. Rage taking down Max D, advancing to round 2. And the last race of round 1, racing out of the pink lane. It is Monster Aviation in Unnamed and Untamed, taking on Cody Armstrong as Superman in the blue lane. Last race to close out round one. Here we go. And is Superman backing up? Oh. It looks like... Whew. And despite backing up, your winner is still Superman. And before we move on to long jump, time for a fast loser race. So we got Dragon, Inferno, and Excalibur. 3 trucks, only 1 winner, and your winner is going to be Excalibur. Alright, next up in the Science Series is long jump. Let's get started with Gravedigger Reckless. I'm starting off with this one because, well, Excalibur was the first to lose, and, well, he just won the fast loser racing. So, Gravedigger Reckless starting it off. Alright, setting the bar pretty high. Pretty easy to see, so truck to beat, Gravedigger Reckless. And next up is Town Hauler. And what a leap. Landed it right there. So it appears we already have a new leader, Town Hauler. And for those that don't know why I do this, I just do it to help keep track of the markings. And next up in long jump, it's Sparkle Smash. And comes up a little short. Your leader is still Town Hauler. And next up, it's the Kaleidoscope Megalodon. And the weather has calmed down out there. Goody. And it lands in Town Hauler's circle. Ooh. Okay, Monster Jam fans, we have a tie. Now it's time to break it. Town Hauler going again. Alright, going all the way over there. Crap, where you land? I think that's it. Okay, we'll just say that's it. Forgot to water down that part. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Alright, anyways, Megalodon going next. Alright, new leader, Megalodon. Alright, so Megalodon is your leader, but here comes Jester. And landed right there, coming up a little short, so Megalodon remains your leader. Jester tried. And next up, it's Dragon. And comes up a little too short, so Megalodon remains your leader. And next up, it's Aftershock. And what a leap. I landed right there. And, well, all too short, but pretty close. So Megalodon remains your leader. Dang, he went far, though. Further than the other trucks. So Aftershock, better look out for him in freestyle. And anyways, next up, it's Overboard. And way too short. Still don't manage to get a jump off the ramp, so that's going to do it for Overboard. Alright, this truck has won long jump before. That's right, he's played these games before. It's Bigfoot. And there's sirens in the background. Not tornado sirens. Oh my gosh, it's so bright out there right now. Not what he wanted to do. He's going to try that again. Alright, much better. Landed right there, so your leader's still Megalodon. Alright, next up in long jump is the Black Pearl. And down he goes. Comes up short, and your leader's still Megalodon. Alright, next up, he's looking to bring the heat. It's Inferno. And nice jump for an older chassis, but comes up short. That's it for Inferno. I eventually want to do a chassis swap. Just not right now. Alright, ready to chop down the competition. It's Lumberjack. And comes up short. Missed the concrete, fortunately. That could have been a disaster. Your leader's still Megalodon. Alright, we're down to 4 trucks now. Only 4 trucks that can take down Megalodon. Next up, our last chance qualifying champion, Bog Hog. And comes up way too short. Your leader's still Megalodon. Alright, next up, it's been a while since I've run this truck. Alien Invasion. Let's send this UFO back to space. Oh, snap. Landing right next to Megalodon's markings. We have a tie, Monster Jam fans. Alright, let's break this tie. Megalodon going again. Alright, landing it right there. Somewhere around there. So, alright, slammed into the wall too. Just get him out of here. Alright, Alien Invasion going next. Again. And clears the circle. New leader, Alien Invasion. Alright, 2 trucks left. Next up, Max D Nitro. And land in Alien Invasion's markings. We got another tie. And here goes Alien Invasion for the 3rd time. After all, 3rd time's the charm. Oh, not what he wanted to do. Lost control. He's going to try that again. Right after I get these hard pieces off. 4th time the charm. Alright, there he goes. Landing right there. And here comes Max D. And new leader, Max D Nitro. And the last truck with a chance to win. The only truck that can take down Max D. It's unnamed and untamed. Of all the trucks to go last, right? And your winner is Max D Nitro. And the one behind the wheel, Max D Nitro, Aiden Richards. Max D has done it again. Max D's been on a roll this year. And he's looking to get another World Finals invite. What am I saying? He's first going to get a World Finals invite, regardless of his performance. Well, I guess get another World Finals win, because on this channel, the only time Max D's won a World Finals was all the way in 2013, the first World Finals. It was the Glow Max D, the Hot Wheels Race Awards one. Anybody remember that? The good old days. And that was the only time Max D had won a World Finals, and I was in that truck. How the crap do I remember that? I don't remember what I did last week, but I remember crap like that. But anyways, congratulations to Aiden Richards and Max D. Now, back to racing. Alright, round 2 racing. Hurricane Force taking on Lucas Stabilizer. And Lucas Stabilizer, speaking of me winning, come on, somebody take me down. I don't like winning my own Slam Series. And I only sign myself up because it's tradition. And next up in round 2 racing is Team Bigfoot versus Team 2 Extreme. Snakebite taking on Bounty Hunter. Down they go. And it's going to be Bounty Hunter. And we got a demon in here. Looks like a hornet or a wasp. I don't know the difference. I ain't going near that thing. What am I saying? That ain't Nitro Hornet either. Well, I sprayed it, sent it back to Satan. I'm telling you, Satan made those things. Prove me wrong. Alright, next up in round 2 racing. Rockstar taking on Avenger. Chevrolet versus Chevrolet. Battle of the Bow Tie. And Avenger will advance to round 3. Taking down Rockstar. Well, that flying demon and is officially dead now. There's an S in here. I'm going to burn this whole gosh dang place down. Anyways, Emoji Strong taking on Zombie. Zombie's got the lead, and oh my. Pile up. Zombie coming out on top. And next up, Captain USA taking on Crush Station. The Captain versus the Lobster. Down they go, and it's going to be Crush Station. Another Hot Wheels matchup. It's Hot Wheels taking on the Coltrane Loco Punk. Down they go, and it's going to be Loco Punk. What was that? He did some kind of weird move. But whatever it was, it got him the win. Loco Punk will advance to round 3. Alright, Battle of the Mystery Mothers. Grave Digger taking on Spider-Man. Down they go, and Spider-Man with another front flip, and it will get him the win again. If I had a nickel for every time that's happened, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. And next up in round 2 racing, we're just about done with it. It's Rage taking on Gravedigger the Legend. What a finish. Well, your winner is Gravedigger the Legend. And the last race of round 2, Excalibur taking on Superman. Down they go, and it's going to be Superman. Anybody else going to go see the new Superman movie in theaters in July? I'm probably going to. Time for another fast loser race. This time we got Aftershock, Hurricane Force, and Unnamed and Untamed. Down they go, and it's going to be Aftershock. This is round 3 of racing. Alright, hey. Round 3 racing. Bounty Hunter taking on Lucas Stabilizer. Down they go. And it's going to be Bounty Hunter. The only member of 2 Extreme Racing in this. I mean, and there could have been another one, but Knucklehead lost last chance qualifying. Bounty Hunter stands alone, and he's doing alright. And next up in round 3, sorry. Avenger taking on Zombie. And what a race. Avenger slamming into the can, allowing Zombie to get the win. I'm going to leave those there for freestyle. And next up in racing, Loco Punk taking on Crush Station. And Loco Punk with the win by a long shot. Crush Station unable to keep up. Well, that's what happens when a lobster tries to take on a train. And next up, Gravedigger the Legend taking on Spider-Man. And it's going to be Spider-Man. And last race of round 3, Aftershock taking on Superman. And it's going to be Aftershock. Alright, we got another fast loser race here. Overboard, Bigfoot, and Sparkle Smash. But only one winner, and it's going to be Sparkle Smash. Alright, this is round 4. Bounty Hunter taking on Zombie. And going to the semifinals, it's going to be Zombie. And next up, who's going to be facing Zombie? Will it be Loco Punk or will it be Gravedigger the Legend? The answer, Loco Punk. And last up for round 4, Aftershock taking on Sparkle Smash. And they both don't make it over the cans, but your winner is going to be Sparkle Smash. Alright, one more fast loser race before we move on to the semifinals. So we got Emoji Strong, Crush Station, and Gravedigger. Cross for Emoji Strong, and your winner is going to be Crush Station. Alright, this is the semifinal round. Loco Punk taking on Zombie. A train and a zombie. It's like Train to Busan up in here. And down they go. Problems for Loco Punk and Zombie is going to the finals. And who's going to be taking on Zombie in the finals? Will it be Crush Station or will it be Sparkle Smash? Two fast loser trucks, but your winner is going to be Sparkle Smash. Alright, it all comes down to this. Two trucks, but only one winner. Racing out of the pink lane is Monster Jam Fox 68 and Sparkle Smash. And racing out of the blue lane is Diecast Mayhem and Zombie. The Undead versus a Unicorn. Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to lose. Well, you know the rest. Let's go. And it's going to be Diecast Mayhem and Zombie. Alright. Been a while since Zombies won. You remember that. And Diecast Mayhem has done it. He's going to go ahead and celebrate his victory. And that ramp needs some fixing. Yeah, these are both chicken nugget boxes, by the way. Yeah, I really got creative with that one. And those are just a couple bricks. Anyway, it's Diecast Mayhem and Zombie celebrating his victory. And he's got his arm up. He's waving. He's waving to the fans. Alright, well that concludes Racing and Long Jump. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And stay tuned for Triple Threat Racing. You don't want to miss it.